Part 1. The story of Hârût and Mârût in the Holy Quran. Allah Ta'ala tells us in His Holy Quran, "And they followed what the devils had taught during the reign of Sulaiman, Solomon, peace be upon him. Solomon did not disbelieve, but the devils disbelieved, teaching people magic and what had been sent down to the two angels in Babel, Hârût and Mârût. But these two angels taught no one without first warning, 'We are only a test, so do not disbelieve.' Yet people learned from them how to cause separation between a man and his wife. But they could not harm anyone except by Allah's permission. And the people learned what harmed them and did not benefit them, though they knew that whoever purchased it would have no share in the hereafter. And wretched was the price for which they sold their souls, if they only knew." 2102. The tafsir explanation of this sacred verse reveals that the devils used to teach magic that had been sent down to the two angels, Hârût and Mârût, in Babel. These two angels never taught anyone without first saying, "Do not disbelieve." Even then, people learned from these angels the sorcery that could cause separation between a man and his wife. Explanation in various tafsirs. Ali ibn Ibrahim and Ayashi reported from Imam Mohammad Al-Baqir that angels would descend day and night to record the actions of the people on earth, long before the Great Flood. Upon seeing these deeds, the inhabitants of the heavens began to find fault in the sins committed by the people of the earth, such as disobeying Allah, Ta'ala, and they started making false accusations against Him. These angels would say that Allah is exalted and far above what the people of the world claimed about Him. Eventually, a group of angels said to Allah, "O Provider of all, do you not disapprove of these creatures who make false allegations against you and disobey you even though you have forbidden them from doing so? O Lord, you tolerate them, though they are all under your control and live a life of ease thanks to your generosity and blessings." Then He said to the angels, "Choose two among you, the best of you, so I may send them to earth and give them the nature of human beings. I will place in them the desire to eat, drink, etc., and instill desires in their hearts like those of the children of Adam. Then I will test them regarding their obedience and worship of me." The angels chose Hârût and Mârût because they were among the first to criticize humans and call for Allah's punishment on them. Allah then said to them, "Now I have placed in you all the desires and needs I have created in humans. Do not associate anyone in your worship of me. Do not commit fornication, and do not drink intoxicants, such as wine." Then Allah removed all the veils of the heavens so that He could make His power visible to the angels. He then sent these two angels to earth in the form of two handsome men, and they descended to Babel. When they arrived on earth, a very beautiful woman approached them. She was adorned, perfumed, and unveiled. In an instant, the two angels were tempted by thoughts of the woman who was forbidden to them. They discussed the situation with each other and decided to avoid temptation. But after a few steps, passion overwhelmed them once again. They returned to the woman and asked her to allow them to have sexual relations with her. The woman said, "My religion does not allow me to sleep with you unless you adopt my religion." They asked her what her religion was. She said, "I cannot fulfill anyone's desire without them worshiping my God and prostrating before my God." She pointed to an idol and said, "This is my God." The angels looked at each other and exclaimed, "Now, two sins, instead of one, face us. One, polytheism, and another, adultery." They consulted with each other again, but desire overcame them. So they said to the woman, "We agree." She then said, "As you are ready to bow to my God, you must first drink this wine, for prostration without drinking is not recognized." The angels consulted each other again and said, "Now three sins face us: drinking wine, committing illegal sexual relations, and bowing to an idol." They told the woman, "Truly you have caused us much trouble, but we are still willing to do whatever you say." So they drank the wine, prostrated before the idol, and prepared to have relations with the woman. At that moment, a witness, a beggar from Babylon, entered the place, and they asked him, "Who are you, and why have you come here?" He replied, "Your state of discomfort makes me doubt your intentions. You are fearful and anxious, yet you have brought this woman to a secluded place. Surely you are embarrassed." Saying this, he left. The woman then told the two angels, I swear by my God that now this man knows you and is aware of your act. He has gone to spread this disgrace for both of us. I will not approach you unless you kill him first, so that he cannot. The woman then told the two angels, I swear by my God that now this man knows you and is aware of your act. He has gone to spread this disgrace for both of us. I will not approach you unless you kill him first so that he cannot dishonor us. Then return to me, and you may do what you wish. Immediately the two ran after the man and killed him. When they regained their senses after their crime, they found that the woman was gone, and their clothes had been stolen. They were left completely naked. They began to bite their fingers in intense shame and regret. Allah revealed, I sent you to earth for a short time to live with my creation, but in this brief period, you committed all the sins I forbade. You have no shame in my presence, even though you were among the angels, the most incredulous of my creation, more than all others, against the inhabitants of the earth due to their disobedience. You desired their punishment. I did not give you such a nature because your nature was free from any desire to commit sin, and it was I who protected you from disobedience. From the moment I removed my protection from you and gave you free will, just like humans, you behaved in the worst way. I created you free of sin, far from any temptation. Now it is up to you to choose for yourselves, either eternal punishment in the afterlife or punishment in this world. The two angels consulted with each other. One of them said, Since we have come into this world, we have wanted to fulfill our desires as much as possible until we receive this trial. The other said, Punishment in this world is limited and will end one day. But the punishment of the hereafter is eternal and unbearable, with more severe consequences, which would be insufferable for us. So they opted for punishment in this world. They chose to endure punishment in this world. They were then suspended upside down, hanging in the air, in a well in Babel, this happening sometime before the generations of the Great Flood, the Ibn Hasib. Thus they continued teaching sorcery to humans and to the most impure jinn, shaitans. And they did so for several generations before the flood, up until this day. They imparted what is one of the sciences of Allah, far beyond human understanding and comprehension. Thus the angels Hârût and Mârût will remain in this state until the day of resurrection.